Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hero Homestead. It's been a bit since I've done a little conversational type video with you guys, but I wanted to take a minute and have a little chat because I miss you. And it's been fun, and honestly, I need a break from what I'm doing right now. So, as some of you know, we took some time over the last couple of weeks when we had the nice weather days. We built if you can kind of see it back there, the 10 by 12 and 10 and a half feet tall greenhouse that you can get from Harbor Freight, and it's great. And then literally the day after we finished getting it all built, a bad set of storms came through and tornadoes came through, and I'm sure you got to see us watch us as we flipped over the barn and stuff for our neighbor with the tractor and all that, which was cool. But the next day, after further inspection, there was some damage to the big greenhouse there. One of the door panels, one of the roof panels was pretty jacked, and there was hail damage, but nothing pierced through, thank goodness. It was just, dents and stuff. But the good news is Harbor Freight on a lot of things offers warranty, and not just within 90 days, but if you pay the extra to get like the year warranty or whatever, which we did, all you have to do is bring in what is left of your damaged item when it's something like that, and they'll replace it. Well, because of all the fun craziness going on right now and people talking about food shortages, plus springtime, plus everything else, needless to say, the greenhouses are kind of hard to come by. So even though they had one in stock, they marked the boxes wrong, and the one that was supposed to go home to us went home in someone else's truck. So when we got there, we were surprised. We're like, hey, that's not the right one. But they are good people at the Harbor Freight that we deal with. So instead of us having to wait or deal with not having one and just being screwed, they gave us two of the smaller ones, which is what I'm kind of working on right now. And the 6x8 greenhouse, yes, much smaller, but also a very different beast to build. It doesn't come with everything that you would necessarily need. Like, they don't come with a base, obviously. There's no floor in it. You can either bolt it to the concrete, which what we did with our bigger one over there, or you can anchor to the ground, whatever you want to do, it's fine. But the big one comes with a base frame, so it's like its own little structure. The smaller one, they don't tell you. You have to build your own from whatever you can scrounge. Luckily, I had a lot of boards left over from where the old greenhouse used to sit, so managed to get all that, and having handy things like screws and tools and a couple odds and end things here and there. But that's what I've been doing, and I've been getting a little frustrated because even though the directions actually came with the box on this smaller one, they suck. They're not very clear. They're very short-handed, and it sucks. So I want to take a break and unwind with you guys because it's a good night to do so. Everyone has definitely been feeling in the area I live the being stuck at home, not being able to go do a whole lot. Right up the street, actually, they aren't exactly listening to the stay-at-home orders that they have here in Ohio, but it's just family. It's not like some out-of-control crazy party, but it's cool to see people trying to still do their thing without, causing much problem. Being that there's a lot of farms out here, it's a lot of big families, so it was nice to hear the stereo off in the distance and a lot of laughing and goodness going on, and made me realize how much I miss that. I do. I'm a very people-y type person. I like getting out and hanging out with people and having fun and chit-chatting and music and fire and stuff. Like I said, that's why I generally always have a fire going if I'm outside. And you probably hear it in the background. No, I don't have rights to any of this music, but it's on the radio, so what are you gonna do? Actual radio, not fake radio. But yeah, so how's everyone doing out there in real world land with not being able to go places? Are you getting along with your family? Are you getting along with the people in your house? Are you missing your friends? Are you missing your places to go? I saw a meme or a gif or whatever. It was actually from Seinfeld, where Kramer's in the bar trying to be like super cool dude, and he's got the glasses and the big cigar and the huge beer, and he's all just like Kramered out as usual because he's hilarious. And the caption was, "This is me as soon as everyone's allowed to go back to the outside again." I'm not saying I'm going to run to a bar, but be around people, be around relaxing things. But yeah, So for now, it's just hanging out with you guys through the little screen we got here. But I don't know. Do you ever just stop and like think about what you miss and then you don't have it anymore, and you start to realize what's important, what's not? Like, people. There's a lot of introverts out there. I know several that are my friends, and even they are saying, you know, I like being at home. I like doing my own thing, like their Netflix and chill, sitting on the couch or in their backyard or whatever. And they find themselves doing what I was talking about a few days ago, of talking at length in the grocery store to random strangers, having conversations, because it's like they just need connection with someone else that they don't have, or they didn't realize they actually missed. And yeah, today we you know, the kids haven't really been out anywhere at all since they've been out of school, which is crazy. I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, I'm guessing it's easier as a kid since, you know, they don't have cars and driver's license and then that freedom that you get as an adult, so they're not so used to it. But had to Blake was doing his thing with some friends today at their house, which was nice because it's right up the street, so it's kind of family. Doesn't mean anything, but the girls were left at home with me, and I kept having to run and do stuff and get tools and get parts for the greenhouse. So to the hardware store, to the hardware store, to the hardware store, to food. So it was like every 30 minutes, I'm like, all right, hop in the car, put on your mask, put on your gloves, hang out, run in, run out. I mean, they sit in the car, but I would do my thing. And I started laughing because on the way home, they were like, man, we keep going everywhere today. I'm like, I know, it's crazy. Like, it's so weird being away from home now after being home for so long. So everybody feels it, and no one's really knowing. A lot of people are screaming, you know, let us out, open the country, open the state, open. But I don't know if it's the best idea. I'm also not the person that should be making the decision either. Because, yeah, I mean, if you look at history, some of the things in past medical crises, you know, getting too rambunctious and opening things early actually led to bigger problems down the road. But then again, sitting on your hands doesn't get anything done, and can cause other problems too, so who knows. But it's getting a little lonely. Missing family, missing friends, missing doing stuff. Yeah, my Blake, we were talking about Kings Island, for those of you who knows what that amusement park is. How it would have been opening weekend this week and this weekend, and that's where we typically would have been, but because of everything, obviously isn't open. So we just stare at the pictures and watch our, you know, it's like you can take virtual rides on the roller coasters. It's not the same. It just makes you a little more sad because you can't get out, can't do it. But still there. And eventually it will open. Eventually we'll get to go check it out. They apparently built this big mega coaster, or giga coaster that they called it, the Orion. So everyone around all of Ohio and the surrounding areas are itching to get down there and check it out, self included. I like roller coasters. They're fun. It's almost like you can float or fly. But so, yeah, I hope all of you are doing well out there and keeping upbeat. I've seen a few people talk about how, you know, anxiety and depression can be kind of an issue during these times, because in general, it puts you into a place where you don't want to leave your home or your bed, and when you're left with too much time on your hands to just think, anxiety can run rampant. And I feel for those people. I've had some close personal friends over the years that have struggles with that stuff, and from time to time, you know, I get seasonal depression. The wintertime kills me. I hate winter. It's just dark and gloomy and cloudy, and it is what it is. But I mean, I get it, seasons are important, but I could do sunny beach weather forever. I really enjoyed my time in California, how it was, you know, sunny and 75 or better every day. So, but I feel for the people that have those struggles. So stay stay upbeat out there, everybody. Don't let the fakeness of the world right now get you down. And I'm not saying that your problems are fake, and I'm not saying that this illness stuff is fake. I just mean that the concept of value that those things can put in your head. Anxiety can tell you that you're worth less or you've got more problems than you do. Depression can definitely drop your value when you only have yourself to think about, or those kind of issues. But don't let it get you down, because that stuff is fake. The feelings that it leaves you with, that's not real. Talk to any friend or family member you have. They'll remind you what you're worth, that you're all important, and you're worth a whole lot to the world. So push through. We're all still here doing the same thing, just independently. So that's all I really got. Didn't really have much to talk about. I just wanted to stop in and say hey, say I miss y'all, and I hope you're all doing very well. And if you ever do have to get one of these greenhouses, go with the big one, because the small one actually is not easier to build, and not fun. Yeah, out here late at night doing a greenhouse. So carry on, my friends, carry on. Why? Because that's what heroes do.